All right, good Erev Shabbos, everybody. Just wanted to say a quick word on Parshas Shmos. We're in the book of Exodus, chapter 1, the beginning of the book of Exodus this week. And in verse 5, it says, Vayehi kol nefesh yotz eid yerech Yaakov shivim nefesh v'yosef hoya b'mitzrayim. And all the souls which came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, and Joseph was in Egypt. Rashi says, "V'Yosef hoya b'Mitzrayim." What does it mean when Yosef Tzaddik was in Egypt? V'Aloi hu avanav hoya b'chlal shivim. When we're saying that there were the 70 children of Jacob who went down to Egypt, that includes Joseph and his sons. And what are we learning here? Didn't we already know that Joseph was in Egypt? Rather, this is to teach us the righteousness of Joseph. What does it mean? Hu Yosef haroya es tzayin aviv, hu Yosef shahaya b'Mitzrayim, na'asa melech v'amad b'tzidkei. The same Joseph, who was the shepherd of his father's flock, is the same Joseph who was in Egypt and became a king and remained and stood in his righteousness. I'm amazed by this because of all the challenges that Yosef Tzaddik had with Potiphar's wife and being in prison and so forth. It seems that becoming a king should have been the least of his challenges, that he should remain righteous as a king, as a viceroy, as a member of the royalty. And I believe the answer to this, we were discussing this, I'm a prison chaplain, we were discussing this on Tuesday with some of the guys, and, it was along the lines of one of the guys was saying, when things get tough, that's when you're close to God. When there's no, like they say, there's no atheist in a foxhole. To be spiritual when all your physical needs are taken away, your all the luxuries are taken away, you only have basic physical needs, either you're a slave or a prisoner. It's very easy to be spiritual and righteous then, but but the challenge of prosperity, in a way, is a bigger challenge, perhaps, than the challenge of poverty. But the thing is ich wünsche tun that we should all have that challenge of prosperity and not the challenges of poverty, because the challenges of poverty are very difficult. And even if the challenges of prosperity are more difficult, we should be blessed with those challenges, just like Yosef was, because God believes in us. He has a plan for us, and He wants us to succeed in all different situations. And so we should be worthy to be able to stand with all the challenges. And be able to be in that way of Yosef Tzaddik and learn that lesson that there's nothing extra, because there's nothing extra in the Bible, there's nothing extra in the Torah. It's the fact that it says that it's there to teach us that lesson, and that's a lesson we should be worthy to absorb, but also be worthy to need to know that. All right, good Shabbos, everybody.